Hey gang, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this brand new thing that I just bought myself. This video is not sponsored by anyone, but this is the Tripod Torch. This is a very small, compact propane campfire that is in the shape of like a tripod, and it just looked really cool. I've seen quite a few videos on it, so I wanted to buy one. This is a USA made product, USA company, all stainless steel. Looks like a really cool product, so I picked it up myself and it just got delivered 2 days ago. So we're going to be opening it up and I'm going to show you folks what it's all about, and hopefully it's going to work out as well as I think it is based off of my research that I've done on this thing. So quick look at the box, Tripod Torch, and this is the kit. You can buy kind of each component separately, but the best bang for your buck is just to buy this kit, and it's not bad. It's $169, and I've bought the Ignik, I've bought the Lava Box, and they're all around the same price. To be honest, I can't remember how much the Ignik and the Lava Box were, but I think they were around 200 bucks. But this little kit comes with the 3 tripod legs, the burner, an 8-foot stainless steel propane hose, a carrying bag, and some heat shields. So let's just get this thing opened up and see what it's all about. So I did kind of take a sneak peek. That's a pretty cool box. I know it does not matter whatsoever, but you know, they spent the time to at least create cool packaging. So we got a card, we got some instructions, we've got the really nice 8-foot long propane hose with the regulator attached. So this is a really, really nice hose. I believe it's 350 PSI hose. You're gonna have your burner. You're gonna have your 3 tripod legs. And these are heavy. That's nice, thick stainless steel with the laser cut Tripod Torch insignia on each leg. Then you're gonna get, in this little package, are gonna be your 3 heat shields that you can use to kind of direct the heat toward you. So you get 3 of these, and I'm gonna put this together, of course. And then just your carrying bag for all of the goodies, and then 3 tent pegs to, if this is like in the soft ground and you wanna make sure that it's pretty stable, you can put these tent pegs in once it's all set up, so it's not gonna be going anywhere. But let me get this kind of cleared away. Let's get this thing put together, and then once it's all said and done, I'm gonna kind of wait until it gets a little bit darker tonight to show you folks what it looks like. But there's not much to it. Setup should be pretty easy, and it should be an extremely small thing to pack up and stick in my truck to use. Granted, you will have to bring a propane bottle. That's the only downside to these things, is that you've always got to carry fuel, but this itself does not take up any space. So let's get this thing put together and see how it works. Okay, so I might botch this completely, but there really shouldn't be too much to it. I haven't read the directions or anything, but we're gonna take the actual burner piece, and this has a sliding little, not a washer, but just a piece that's gonna actually lock these tripod legs in once you place them into these slots. But the first thing we're gonna do is take the propane hose and we're gonna screw it on to the base. And these legs actually have the wrench portion, I guess, to tighten up this nut, which makes it useful, which makes it pretty handy. So you don't have to carry around any extra tools to tighten this down. So we got the hose now attached. And I like the fact that's a nice long 8-foot hose. So anyway, now let's push this thing up and just start pushing these legs up into these slots. And then push this thing down to kind of lock them in place. That setup, pretty easy. And then again, if this is on grass, you can use these tent pegs to kind of hold it down a little bit better. Obviously, don't need it here. But it comes with, again, these three, they're calling them heat shields, and there's 3 tabs on top of this. And what, per the directions, they're claiming 1 heat shield is for the wind. So if you've got wind coming this way, you can just stick that heat shield in there just like that. If you want to direct the heat more toward you, so one of the benefits of this, they claim, is that it provides 360-degree heat, unlike a lava box or ignic, in that, you know, in the ammo can or a fire pit, whatever, it's pushing the heat up. This is actually pushing the heat kind of out toward like where you're sitting. It's not going straight up. But you can use 2 of these heat shields to really direct the heat. If you're just one person sitting around at night, you can put 2 of them in here, and it's going to direct the heat way more this way. Or you can put 3 of them on here and use the top of this as a place to put like a pot or a skillet or some type of cookware to actually cook on top of this thing. And this is definitely not going anywhere. It might be a little slick because there's no grooves up here. So I would be a little careful if you put some kind of pot up here, and make sure, of course, that, or try to make sure that this thing's level, because you don't want your pot sliding off. But in a pinch, you could easily use this to put a pot on. So I'm gonna take these off though. And overall, I mean, the setup took 13.5 seconds. It packs up in a bag this size, so it takes up way less room than either one of my little ammo can campfire type things. So really simple, kind of clever design. But let's wait until it gets a little bit darker outside tonight so I can show you the flame and kind of tinker with it and show you how big it gets, show you how small it can get. And I know it's going to put out heat because it's 100 degrees outside, so I'm not worried about that yet. But let's check in here in a few hours and see what this flame really looks like. All right, guys, so I got the propane connected to my little 5-gallon little growler hose. I'm going to turn this regulator just to where I can hear the propane to start to kind of flow. That is awesome. Wow, they honestly, guys, they were not kidding about you can feel the heat. As soon as that thing lit, I could feel that heat. That is wild. Oh my gosh. That is pretty cool. So I got the nice long 8-foot hose going to just a little tiny little 5-pound propane bottle. That is putting out some intense heat. Yeah, it's hot outside, I know, but I can feel it. And I'm about 4 feet away from it right now. Hey, Tara, come look at this thing.
What?
Come look at this thing. So you can crank it down real low if you just want some light, really. Not too worried about any of the heat. You ready for this?
Wow. Pretty.
It's like almost like a Christmas tree shape.
What is it?
It's like just a little campfire.
When you can't have wood burning?
Yeah, but it puts out really good heat. Like,
How quickly does that go through propane?
well, if you put it like that, probably pretty quick, but. So let me get this thing barely on. Let me kind of show you well, it might go out, but yeah, it just went out. But if you want to put the heat shields on and just kind of focus it to say if you're sitting over there, you can put these 2 on and it's going to focus all that heat that way, but I got to relight it. That is pretty cool, guys. I don't know, I like it. I think I like it. I definitely think I like this way more than the Lava Box or the Ignic, just because it packs down so small and it puts out way more heat. That is for sure. I can feel it sitting back here behind the camera. Now I kind of want to see what the flame will look like if I put that 3rd heat shield on. and relight it. Yeah, so it does kind of direct that flame more straight up. So yeah, that's gonna cook, definitely cook something, but you can tweak this thing down and it's not gonna blow out having those three, you know, having three sides of it shielded if it is windy. So you can turn it way down and get yourself a nice little cooking area to put something on top of. That is pretty fancy. I like it. All right, guys, overall, the only thing that I can say is that I think this thing is pretty slick. You can tell it's pretty windy because the flames are going toward that left side of yours. So if I was actually using this out in the real world, I would probably put the windshield up on one side, but just so you guys can get the effect of the flame. I don't have them up anymore, but overall, I think it's great. The full stainless steel, the 8-foot long, high quality braided hose, made in the USA materials, and it is putting out some heat. I mean, I can feel that from here. This is gonna be great when it gets colder. The only reason I would bring it with me now is just for ambiance only. Obviously, I don't need the heat, but I think it's a pretty neat little setup. So anyway, gang, I'll leave a link for the website where I purchased this from myself down below in the video description if you want to check it out yourself. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool addition to anyone's camping kit if you do decide to get it. So until next time, guys, stay tuned and thanks for watching.